So we understand this. Take down the notes. I know it's a lot. Take down the notes so you will understand. Go back and refer to them. Because somebody's going to come up with the question when you start talking to them. They're going to ask you some questions. Let's see, can you communicate with the dead? See, understand, God showed you a future vision when he showed you that Abraham and the rich man communicated with each other. That's future. That's going to happen. Now let's see, when you die, can you communicate at this point now on earth before Jesus got here? Get here. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, we're going to start at verse 5. Go ahead.
For the living know that they shall die.
He said, for the living know that they shall die. Go ahead.
But the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten.
So when they put you in this grave and you die, you don't know nothing. You can't communicate with nobody. Period. So when you look at Abraham and the rich man talking, that's the future. Jump down to verse 10.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Yes, sir.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whether thou goest.
There's nothing you can do in that grave when you die. Nothing. When you dead in that grave, that's it. That's why God said, make sure you do everything you possibly can while you got breath inside of your body right now to help save your soul. Work on yourself. Don't try to work on your wife. Don't try to work on your kids. Don't try to work on your brother, your sister, your mom, and all this stuff. You better be working on yourself. I know you can put some emphasis on them and talk to them about it, but they got to work it out. I can't save you. I tell mine all the time. I'm putting it before you. This is what the dad is supposed to do. I'm putting it before you. It's up to you to grasp it. It's up to you to read it. It's up to you to understand this. It's just like taking a driver's license test. I can't go out there and drive for you. You got to drive it yourself. That's what all these young kids in here who want a license, you can tell them all day long how to drive. Remember this sign, remember that. Stop, slow down, all this stuff. But when it comes to taking that test, who got to take it? They got to take it. It's just like when God stands before the judge seat, he won't ask me why your daughter did this and why your daughter. He gonna already know. Or your son, he gonna already know. Because I put it before. Let's go to John chapter 5 and verse 28. Last two verses. Last two chapters. Now let's look at when we're going to come out this grave. Stop all these preachers from sending folk to heaven and hell. They don't understand you got two resurrections. They still think it's just one. John chapter 5, we're going to start with verse 28. Go ahead.
Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice.
Where everybody at? In the grave. He just told you that. Oh, how absolute is all. Everybody there. So your grandma ain't in there right now. Oh, Rotten John ain't in the lake of fire now. Everybody waiting. John chapter 5 and verse 28. Read that over again, Elsie.
Marvel not at this, for the hour is come, in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice.
Go ahead.
And shall come forth, they that have done good unto the resurrection of life,
Yes, sir.
they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation.
So you don't come. Either or. Ain't no lukewarm. Warm. Heaven ain't got no ghetto. That's all I'm talking about Tupac. He said, you haven't got a ghetto. Only ghetto heaven got is the lake of fire. That's it. Ain't no in between. I can be cool one time and hot one time. No. Ain't no lukewarm in this. He said, if you do good, you're going to come forth in the resurrection of life. If you do evil, you're going to come to the resurrection of damnation. That's the lake of fire. Let's find out when he's going to do this. Let's go to John chapter 6 and verse 38. If you listen to these preachers inside the church, he's doing it every time they have a funeral. Put them in heaven. Put them in the lake of fire. It's only going to happen one time. Like he said, all that was in the grave is going to be resurrected up at his coming. At his coming. Verse 38. Go ahead, brother.
For I came down from heaven, not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me.
It's Jesus talking. He said, I can't even do the will of my Father. Go ahead. What are you going to do?
And this is the Father's will which has sent me,
Yes, sir.
that of all which he has given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day.
Has the last day got here yet? Go ahead.
And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
He said it one more time. Go jump out of verse 44. Go ahead.
No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Let's get it one more time. Verse 54. He keep telling you over and over and over again. Go ahead.
This is awesome. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
How many times you got to say it? How many times? That confirmation 2 or 3 times. Well, 4 times to be exact. So that's going to end it. So we're just showing you where our people at. Everybody's in the grave. Where are they dead? They right here waiting on the resurrection. Just like we all are. Thank you for your time.